This show is brought to you by Nice Mug. Nice Mug is the only mug made entirely out of ice. For more information, go to nicemug.com and enter the coupon code SAUNA for 10% off your entire purchase. Hi, this is Glenn with Sauna Times, and I'm here with
Lars Bergström.
And Mats Bigert.
And Lars and Mats, so you are partners in a project that has brought sauna forward, but you do other projects as well. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. Can you, for the listeners, can you give us a brief little history about your business and the work behind what you're doing?
Well, I mean, we met at the Royal Art Academy in Stockholm, way back, '86. And then we started to do performances. I went to the sculpture department, Mats went to the painting department. And then we did more and more projects, and it became like gallery exhibitions, and we got to focus very early on climate. And like '94 we did the climatic chambers that are in fact like sculptures that you walk into with different climate, with different weather phenomena. So it was like cold, hot, storm, steam, etc. And that developed then to we got asked to make a commission for the Swedish Pavilion '98. And then we came up with the egg shape.
So
it's like one thing leads to another.
One thing leads to another. So I am a sauna builder. I built, and I wrote a book on how to build a sauna. And so I take great pleasure in the back end of things, in the back end of building. So you guys must as well. I mean, did you build these installations yourselves, or would you contract that part out? These climate chambers that you're speaking about.
No, it started in the beginning. We did all the work ourselves, so we know how to build stuff. But then when things became more and more complex and more projects, of course we had to engage other people. So this golden egg is the product of, I think, 9 different companies and people that are involved, like engineers. You have carpenters, welders, bending, laser cutting. So it's an interesting network. So it's not just me and Lars that collaborates. We also collaborate with other people continuously.
It makes it more fun, the collaboration, and I mean I can speak to that. Right here in Minneapolis, we are working with the guy that used to make. Are ice fish houses big in Sweden?
Up in north, they use them, absolutely.
Yeah.
But that's way up north.
Way up north, sure, like the Kiruna area we were talking about. Well, here in Minnesota, it's a big deal, and there's a guy, Eric Bongard, who I contacted about 8 years ago, and I'm collaborating with him, and we're taking the chassis of these ice fish houses and turning them into saunas, mobile saunas.
Yes, need a floor, I guess.
Yep. And what's nice about it is, I'm not sure how the ice fish houses work in Sweden, but the construction of these is that the wheels can drop down, so you're only a short step down onto grade. And that was kind of a game changer because of the steps involved with them. With them. But back to your point is about the collaboration and how fun it is. Like, have you guys done any welding yourselves?
Welding, yeah, of course.
Yeah? That's cool. And I have not, but to collaborate with a guy like Eric who does welding is quite, it's an energy. It gives energy, doesn't it? The collaborative process.
I mean, you can't find out everything yourself. You can't have all the skills. I mean, you need to make this Solar Egg Sauna. I mean, then you have to really involve engineers that are doing the mathematics.
Yeah.
Because you're dealing with people, of course.
Yeah.
So
and there's this building of. It's really interesting to hear. You explain the history of the golden egg and how it came about. Through other projects. Can we drill into that just briefly about the sauna specifically? Like you were dealing with replicating different climate zones and the heat and all that. Did it just make sense to do sauna next with the egg?
No, this was a commission by a Swedish house building company called Riksbyggen for their new development up in Kiruna. you know, because they're moving the whole city of Kiruna because they want to dig up more of the very precious iron ore which is hiding under the city, and no one ever thought it would be possible to go that deep down. That's why they built the city where it is. But now it's all moving. 20,000 residents has to move, and there's a big challenge.
Yeah.
And this building company wanted to create a platform to discuss these challenges, so they invited us and asked us, maybe you could do something around the sauna. So it was actually initially a sauna challenge from them that made us take on the commission to build this. So after a couple of months we came up with this idea, and then we just did it really fast. And I must say we don't have any experience at all in sauna construction. So people within the sauna world were like, well, you can't build this high room, it's completely madness because all the heat is just gonna go out and it's not isolated.
Right.
So it was just by pure chance. We just did it because there was lack of time.
Yeah.
And the first time we fired the sauna, we had no idea
Right.
if it would work. But
Yeah.
we bought the biggest stove there was to be found from Finland, from this
that's
Iki
awesome.
sauna.
Yeah.
So-
How do you spell that?
IKI.
Okay.
So they make stoves, and so we stripped one of the stoves. So it's actually like a tube with a circular chimney, and then we made this iron heart around it,
Yes.
which we filled with stones.
When you were speaking, when you're speaking about Kiruna and the iron ore right under the town, it's so I don't know the right word for it. It's so familiar to what's going on in northern Minnesota here. I don't know if you know about this, but there's a town called Virginia, Minnesota, and they had to redo a bridge because this bridge was built by the Minnesota Department of Transportation over land that is owned by the mining company, and they had to reroute. And much like what's happening, it sounds like in Kiruna, is Virginia, Minnesota is sitting on valuable iron ore land, and it's just being extracted for the value of the metals. So, yeah.
It's a paradox, you know. We also
Yeah.
use the material to build the thing, but of course, it's the discussion around this change of this society also involves the question of how this extractionism affects the climate in the long process. And this is all changing. We were talking about that earlier, that actually the Swedish iron industry now want to become carbon neutral, or they have to in order to continue with their activities.
Yeah, they have this test plant now. They see if they could make a big scale of it and still have some economical, realistic solutions.
Right.
But also the sauna for us is it's like a meeting point. It's a place for discussions, and of course for Kiruna and for people who lives up there, enter the sauna, and that will be meeting point when they ventilate their thoughts and worries about moving the city. And here we hope that it's going to be like discussions about the climatic change and the change of the cities.
Good.
Getting warmer and warmer, from what I understood.
Yes,
And
Lars. Yes.
We need more meeting points to be able to discuss with each other
Yes.
today,
Yeah.
when we sort of hide behind computers or telephones or such things.
Yeah.
And you just get in there with your bathing suits, costume, or whatever you want to call it. So then you become more equal. You can't judge people with the clothes anymore. You get more neutral. And the effect of the temperature makes you relax a bit.
Yeah. Lose your guards.
Yeah, you get
and
in a
rules.
physical environment,
Yeah.
and then you have and the egg is in a shape also like an incubator for ideas, you know, and the egg shape, you know, to grow something that grows.
Yeah.
So there's some kind of poetic metaphors there into the sauna and the egg shape and the city, and how the egg also has facets that reflects the city, and you reflect yourself. I mean, it's layers of ideas around.
Layers of ideas. Did you guys think that this this egg sauna could be where it's at, like in terms of the reception that this installation has gotten? I mean, did you have any idea that it would capture the excitement and imagination of people like it has?
No, never. because we've done so many projects, and it's like throwing out things, up in the air. Sometimes it catches the wind and just takes off, and sometimes it just falls down and dies. And there might be projects that we really love. So you cannot really plan for such thing. And maybe it was the right time, and maybe the story around Kiruna combined with these images of also making an artwork out in nature. So it's disconnected from any context, which makes it more like a UFO. And a lot of people don't realize what is it. Is it an artwork? Is it a house? Is it? It's difficult to define its character, its identity, because if you would do this only in an art institution, it wouldn't have the same.
Very well said. Is Claes Oldenburg Swedish?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or maybe his father or something like that.
Yeah, because the
His
spoon is a very iconic Minneapolis sculpture. And when you were describing the egg and how it raises curiosity. It takes something that's known in one context and brings it to a different one, and it gets people thinking, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it's fun that you mentioned Claes Oldenburg, because he's like the grandfather of scale. What do you call it? Scale.
Yeah, manipulation.
Manipulation of scale, and a lot of our work is of course inspired by that. Sometimes we feel a bit banal because we take small things and we just enlarge them, or take large things and make them smaller.
Yeah.
Have you done that?
With the meteorite now. Depends on how you see it.
I'm just curious if I forgot something.
Yeah, right. Well, I love what you guys are doing. I appreciate being on Sauna Talk.
Yeah.
I know you're busy. It's wonderful that you're having a beer right now and relaxing. How are you doing with jet lag? You guys feeling all right?
We went to New York for a couple of days before we came here, so we got rid of that.
Yeah, nice. Are we treating you well here? Sorry, you were going to say?
Yeah, no, I was curious. Have you been inside the sauna?
Yes, I
So
have.
what do you think of the saunas in terms of being a sauna expert?
Well, thank you for giving me that credit. I don't claim to be an expert, but I claim to be a good student.
Yeah.
And in candidness, my first reaction was the verticalness of the structure. I must be totally honest. I have a sauna in my backyard, very finished style, and I love the sauna. It's 15 steps out my backyard, and I think as I get older, I don't know if you guys can relate to this, but I get so forgetful. I did remember to bring a towel tonight, but I do like my backyard sauna because if I forget something, I'm only 15 steps away. So the idea of going to other places to sauna to me is one step below. But I'm excited to sauna here. There's just absolutely no question about it. But my first reaction was the verticalness, and you guys addressed that well. And so we'll see, right? We'll see how the heat responds.
No, I mean we were in there now, and it heats up amazingly well.
Yeah.
It's up in 85 centigrades.
Yeah, that's perfect.
I don't know what that is. It's 190.
Well, that's yeah, right. And
Fahrenheit. That's the perfect.
What temperature do you guys like to sauna?
190.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fahrenheit. So
Fahrenheit.
just under 100 Celsius is good for you.
82.
80?
That's
Yeah.
100. If you're gonna jump into ice, what do you call it? Ice pool.
Yep.
Then you would probably need 100
Yeah.
degrees for a while.
Yeah, man. Yeah, good. Are you guys okay?
Sure.
Can we talk sauna for a moment?
Of course.
Yeah.
Go on.
What is sauna part of each of your lives? Lars, I'll start with you.
Well, I'm not that super used to sauna. I do it, of course, but I'm not addicted.
Yeah.
I'm not addicted to it.
So you're Swedish, in other words.
A lot of Swedes do sauna.
Yeah, I do the sauna 3-4 times a week.
But I'm planning to build one
Okay, cool.
in my my country house.
Nice.
I am.
Well, we'll exchange emails, and I'd be honored to give you my ebook on how to build a sauna, and I know it's translatable into metric, and I'd be honored to give that to you as a gift.
Thank
as a
you very
thank you.
much.
Yeah. And I find building sauna to be real empowering. And here's one of the main reasons is, if you're remodeling your kitchen, you married?
Kind of.
Kind of, yeah. Well, you kind of get the whip, like, you know, it's like my wife would be like, you know, finish the kitchen, would you?
Yeah.
But when it comes to sauna building, you know, your tools can stay outside.
Yeah.
No one's bugging you. You can go grab a beer at the end of a work session and kind of look at your, you know, you guys are process builders. I can tell, you know, I find sauna building to be extremely rewarding because you're not living in the sawdust kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So Lars, there you go. So
Yeah.
And it's also interesting to see. I mean, now it's opening up like sauna and spa shops. It seems to be the next step after we've done the kitchen, we've done the bathrooms.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
what is there left
Yeah.
to build and to create?
Oh,
and then
interesting.
people wants to make the sauna. And we were talking earlier today about the aspect of how society has changed in terms of how we work, that we don't really use our bodies, we just sit in front of computers.
Yeah.
So the body needs this attention.
Yeah.
So that's why you go to spa, you go to
Yes.
so you want an experience for your body as
Yeah.
well. So here in the egg, you actually get both on the side. So we are rejoined. The separation of body and mind is grafted together again.
nice.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, man.
The
Roast.
sauna priest.
Yes, I like it. I like it. Very nice philosophy. That's very deep. I'll tell you a quick little story. So we have a cabin on an island in northern Minnesota. It was actually inspired by my time in Sweden. I was on the Baltic there. There's an island, Moja, Moja. I don't know if you know it. It's a small island that's reachable. Is there an island?
Yeah, you mean outside Stockholm?
Yeah.
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 A friend
Yeah,
of
of
ours
course.
has a big house there. I've been
Oh, that's
there
crazy.
1,000 times.
Oh my gosh, that's such a small world. That was such a formidable summer for me. It was a rainy summer. It was 1985 or 86. It just rained all summer, and my American friend and I were hitchhiking through Europe, and we stumbled upon we bought the pass to take the boats, and it was just raining, and we ran into this guy, and he was rebuilding his uncle's cabin on Moja. Moja?
Yeah.
Moja. Yeah.
Yeah, over the two dots.
Yeah,
Like.
and every night, right? Okay, so every night we would we'd finish work, and it was, you know, it didn't get dark, you know, till very very late, and we'd hop in his boat and go to his other uncle's island, and we'd fire up the bastu, and then we'd pull out perch and flounder from the sea, and we'd boil potatoes, and I'm telling you guys that was so formidable for me. It changed my future. I moved to Minnesota, and I bought an island in northern Minnesota and built a sauna and kind of replicated that. It was a very formative time for
That's
me.
interesting. I'm going to tell one of my best friends is having a house in Meja and just built their own sauna.
Oh, that's
actually.
just so cool.
Yeah.
Such a cool. This was right next to the harbor. And
Which one was it, the south or the north? Because there's like one road going through.
that's right. And there was that, well, you've been there 1,000 times. There's that like community center up on the hill there, like where the barn dances are and stuff.
Yeah, so
Such a cool thing. Yeah. What brings you to Moja?
No, this friends of
Yeah.
mine who has a house there.
Yeah.
And it's kind of one of the bigger archipelago islands.
It is,
Which you
It's
know,
like midsummer parties.
Yeah.
It's famous for Möja.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've been sailing around the archipelagos,
Yes.
and you always stand. You stopped at Möja, for example.
Got it.
To buy
Yeah.
groceries and stuff.
Yeah.
and the favorite sauna sessions are always like summer, having a party, like
Yeah.
midsummer,
Right.
bit drunk in the sauna, and then jump into ice cold water.
Into the sea.
Oh.
That's what we
And
did.
just to have your mind, the clearance of the
Yes.
mind, as you,
Yeah.
if not all the blood veins are exploding.
Yeah.
That's
No,
a nice
you got it. It was so that's what I brought to America. You know, I wanted that experience. I built the sauna on an island, and then here in Minneapolis, being on an island, there's a lot of the time of the year where we can't access. And I thought to myself, well, I'll just build one of these in my backyard. So it's back to your point about, you know, building the sauna in the backyard and being able to escape. You know, these lives that we live are so programmed and so busy, and we're on the screens all the time. And, you know, here you can take 15 steps out of your backyard and leave all that behind.
Yeah, we went to the art museum where they have this collection today with like Japanese stuff, and we saw like the Japanese tea pavilion, and I was thinking, oh, that's interesting. That's also a way of gathering in a space, you know, having this ritual, taking your time.
Yeah.
And the Chinese, they would have like the scholars study where they have the stones, you know, and they sit there and they build a special environment for focus. So maybe the sauna is our version to create a space for reflection or for relaxation. And as
As you said, like in a tea house, everybody became equal,
Yeah.
and everybody's sitting down.
yeah, the samurai
So,
has
so
to,
I mean, if the samurai was coming in, and then some other guy from the street is coming in, you're treating at the level of the same.
They're
So-
dressed equally or undressed equally, and there is no social class. There's a feeling of openness.
Yeah.
You're sweating through the pores and just calmness through, reflection and communion of conversation, much like the tea ceremony.
And
Yeah.
also, I mean, after a sauna session, I mean, you feel a little bit like reborn, or
Yeah.
fresh.
Yeah. Rejuvenated. Yeah.
because I guess to have the circulation of blood, since we don't move that much anymore. I mean, this is in a way an artificial way of getting the blood.
Do you jump into the water?
calm.
To the
Always.
ice?
I call that oddly addicting. It's oddly addicting for me. I don't know how to better explain it, but people think, out of context, oh my gosh, that's crazy. You're jumping through a hole in the ice, or, ice cold this or ice cold that. But I find it very therapeutic, and I almost seek out that sensation. How about you?
I feel that it's, as you say, also kind of refreshing moment of rebirth, but it's also a feeling that you are master of the elements a little bit. Oh God, these are the guys who are the responsible.
I love these
you have
guys.
To bring it.
Yeah, come on in,
You have to-
guys.
this is Ronan and Ken.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. I was with these guys earlier. Yeah.
Good. Yeah, you're still here. Great. No.
Do you want to sit down? You want a beer? These guys want a beer, I'm sure. Yeah. We're just sauna talk. We're on sauna talk.
Yeah, so we're taking all the credit for things that, especially this guy Ken has been doing. He's
Yeah.
the guy who built the whole interior.
I was able to visit with Ken earlier today, and I really appreciate that. Like as we talked about earlier, from one builder to another, and I felt bad when I left earlier because I didn't get into we have this English expression, get in the weeds. Do you know this one? Get in the weeds, like get into the detail of the, in this instance, the reconstruction of the sauna here in Minneapolis. Yeah.
Because
And-
it is a challenge. I mean, it's the 7th time we build it.
Seventh or eighth,
Yeah.
even.
And you start seeing that the panels are.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's a bit like wearing off. So I would say like if it's gonna travel a lot, because I guess nobody didn't expect that much success for the egg.
yeah, we were talking about that too.
And it wasn't meant for that, because I would say this is still like a prototype.
Yeah. Right.
Because that was the first one.
Everything is planned, but you don't know about it.
Yeah.
Grand master plan.
So Lars, if there was someone at the gathering later today who has a lot of disposable income and wanted to commission to have one of these built and had their checkbook in their back pocket, what price would you quote?
We used to say, is it 5?
It depends. I mean,
4.
we sold 2. There are
Yeah.
2 more. Or there 1.
3 more. I mean, yeah, right now the third one is for Artipelag, and
Yeah.
after that, yeah, there's 2 more. Yeah.
2 more. And there's, so
No,
there's
no, we
2
said
left.
2.5.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
there's 5. The idea is we would never make any more than 5. But then someone,
It depends.
someone said today, well, there's always 6 eggs in the package.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean,
Did I order that?
no, probably not. But I mean,
This is a special egg drink.
This is, yeah. I think someone
Signed
told me
egg
that one of the artists ordered it.
Yeah,
and put it
I
upstairs.
asked for it a long time ago, but I'm really happy that
There you go.
You're on to beer now.
I think I'm going to wait with mine until after our talk.
Yeah. But you guys will be loosened up a little bit with the beer.
Great idea. This is great. This is great idea.
Yeah.
best work ever.
So everything cool? I'm just hanging out with you guys now. I got the interview, and I want to thank you for being on Sauna Talk. Sauna Times has reach all over, predominantly in North America, and the growth of sauna has been exemplified by the growth of Sauna Times. So it's not all just my work or whatever. But I know the Golden Eggs. I wrote about it before on Sauna Times when you initially did the installation, and I'm just so overjoyed that you guys are in Minneapolis, my city where I live.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to get on a plane to come see you guys.
Eco-friendly.
Yeah, yeah. You like this town.
So maybe
yeah.
in the future, Sauna Times will become so powerful and big, so you will be as rich as the guy who founded this place, who started the Post. So you could build a sauna castle.
Well, it was a media thing, wasn't it? The guy that built this
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
Yeah.
But is it a digital magazine or is it a paper magazine that you?
It's online.
Online,
Online. Saunatimes.com. Yeah, I don't do anything. Even the ebook is electronic. So no paper for Sauna Times. But I am going to start.
So how are you going to read it in the sauna?
Yeah.
Your iPad.
Well, this is where the podcast is so helpful. A lot of.
So this becomes a podcast.
Correct.
Also.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sauna Talk.
Sauna talk.
Yeah, yeah, and I would love to. This is the one. Actually, I'm trying to think. This is only the second interview. This is only the second episode of Sauna Talk that was not recorded on the sauna bench. I didn't want to put you guys on the spot and say let's go out to the Golden Egg Sauna and.
Why not?
Well, we can. If we want to do round two.
I guess first we should clean it.
Clean the ash pan.
Yeah.
I've done that once or twice.
Yeah. I mean, I have the shovel here. Yeah. But I guess maybe you should have someone else.
You talk, I'll do that.
All right.
Yeah, look at JP. Look at what he's wearing.
He's already preparing.
My feet are done with winter.
Yeah.
My feet were just like, fuck it, I am done with winter today. We're welcoming summer and warm weather.
You're so.
Where's the spring?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does this remind you of home? This weather?
Actually, we don't have that weather. We haven't had that weather like I don't remember since
Yeah.
when. I mean, I've been living in Stockholm like 6 years.
Yeah.
Never seen like that much snow.
Yeah. So you must get do a lot of interviews with the Egg Project, right?
No, not that much.
Have you ever had a podcast?
With the sauna?
Yeah.
No.
Well, this is a first.
Yes.
Have you ever heard of Sauna Times?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Well, we get a lot of visitors
All
to
right.
Sauna Times. I am a big fan of the authentic sauna experience, predominantly wood burning. I mean, that's the main gig. And I'll tell you about me really quickly, and I want to hear about you if that's cool with you.
Yeah, all right, sure.
Yeah. So I was rebuilding a house on an island in the mid 1980s called Moja. You know Moja, right outside of Stockholm?
Moja.
Moja, in the Baltic.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, it's a funky little island by the ferry. You can get to it. Yeah,
It's pronounced a bit differently, I guess.
I'm
but-
sure. Sorry about the pronunciation. But that's where I got interested or exposed to the authentic sauna experience, jumping into the
culture.
Baltic and all that. So I came back to America and moved to Minnesota about 20 years ago, built my own sauna on an island.
Mm-hmm.
I build saunas for people. I wrote a book on how to build a sauna and started Sauna Times. And a lot of it has to do with here in America, there's not many authentic saunas.
All right.
You know what I mean? And so the work you've done is really awesome because it's bringing forth a lot of artistic appreciation for sauna.
Yeah, I mean, I would say this is like a practical art.
Yeah.
So it's a really magnificent art piece, and then it's a functional sauna.
Yeah, man. Yes.
But I mean, first I had some doubts that it's gonna work as a sauna, but because the ceiling is quite high. I mean,
Yeah.
that should be like 3.5 meters, something like that.
Yeah.
So that's like
So the
15 feet.
the dimension of this cubically, you felt was going to be a challenge because, as we know, I think in Sweden heat also rises. I know it does here in America.
Yeah. But I mean, no, it's the same.
How about in France? Does heat rise in France?
What do you mean?
The principle, so much heat is
but
coming
I mean,
up.
It's that high. I mean, usually the sauna level, the sauna benches should be like half the room distance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know. I wrestle this principle to the
Yeah.
ground. There's a lot of people that are into the nuance of sauna, much to you describe, right? But there's minimal rules to this sauna, right?
Yeah, I mean, you need to follow a few things like the ventilation and the sauna height and how you build or how you place the sauna benches.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's not that much to follow.
Yeah, man. I know. It's a free form art piece.
I mean, my father built a sauna in Estonia. There was like a, I don't know how you call this. This is like a underground cellar. It has like a arc ceiling, or the whole room is kind of like an arc shape.
Yeah. Subterranean. Below the earth.
Below the ground.
Yeah.
So that was a kind of like a basement or a storage place before, like back in the days when nobody didn't have like fridges.
Exactly.
So he turned that one as a sauna.
Yeah.
And I mean that one. I mean he built the furnace, and I mean really big part of the sauna is the stones to scoop over the water and get the effect.
Amen.
And I mean he built like this old tradition Estonian furnace. So you need to heat up the sauna like 6 hours.
Yeah.
And then you can enjoy the sauna basically 2 days.
Oh, because of what we call thermal mass.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you have like lots of stones. So it was like 1 meter wide, 1 meter long, and like maybe half a meter wide and half meter deep, like covered with stones.
Fantastic. And you grew up with this sauna?
No, I mean that was my father built it to his friend, and I mean I like that sauna a lot because I don't like this sauna like Russians are doing. Because when you have like 100 degrees Celsius or like 120, and then you're like basically torturing yourself.
I understand.
I mean I like this like mellow, like maybe 60-70 degrees, and you just like really moist sauna. That's my kind of.
And yes, to me, a definition of a good sauna in terms of temperature is one in which your entire body core can heat, and then you can enjoy the cool down. Some saunas that are too hot, your surface gets hot so fast, and then when you go outside, you get cold too quick. Can you relate?
Yeah, I mean definitely, because you need to accumulate the heat inside you.
Right on, man. Right on.
And then afterwards, you can go out and jump into the snow or in an ice hole or.
Sweet. So let's rewind the clock. You heard my story. I wanted you to hear my story about being an American, living in Europe, spending some time, getting exposed to the authentic sauna experience, coming back to America. And I have a real conviction to share the real, the true heat, the good heat like you're speaking about. So that's my story. Can you rewind the clock? You grew up in Estonia.
Yeah.
And then take us forward to the project, the inspiration, and where it came about, and what the egg is up to these days.
You mean the egg project?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I mean, when the first time when I started, I mean, I was planned to involve just to build the sauna benches.
Yes. Okay.
And because I really liked the project, and I saw at the beginning like lots of maybe not like that well thought like solutions, because we had like some issues with the heat leakage, and also because everything is bolted together, all the metal panels. And
but even before the construction, was it on the sauna bench? Where were you when the idea of the egg sauna? Where did the idea first present itself?
Because I mean, I didn't came up with the idea. Because Bigert and Bergström, they came up with the idea, and we as a art producing company, we were hired to make it possible.
And the manufacturing.
The manufacturing. And then basically solving problems. And, I mean, like that's what I said. Like, at the beginning, I was just planning to build the sauna benches, but then I saw some problems, and there was some like ventilation problems, and because you need to have a proper ventilation inside the sauna, otherwise you can't get a good effect.
Yes.
And then we solved the leakage problem, because it's kind of like a roof. The form itself is like roof and walls at the same time, so you need to make it sure the heat doesn't go out, especially in winter time. It's gonna make like lots of ice around the egg. Or other way around, when it's like raining or the snow melts on the roof, so it doesn't leak in. I mean, you can see here it still leaks. I mean, it's not like 100% proof, but But
And it only leaks if it's snow on it.
snow or when it rains or yeah, it
Yeah.
depends like on one because
Condensation.
maybe condensation as well.
Yeah.
Because I mean this one is like a traveling egg, but usually it should have some kind of like isolation also in it.
Mm. Is there another egg then?
Yeah, there's the second one we built last year in New Hampshire.
Mm-hmm. Is it staying there permanently?
Yeah, there was a couple in New Hampshire. They I don't know, can I talk about it?
Yeah.
But they have like their own sculpture park, so it's like
Yeah.
on a private land. And,
Nice. Okay. A
And,
privately commissioned
yeah, exactly.
egg sauna.
Mm.
Yeah.
And right now, I've already started to build the third one.
Okay. So we will have a fleet of egg sauna, golden egg
Yeah,
sauna.
I mean in total there should be 5 of them.
And then the world is full.
I guess like if somebody's coming with a big bag of money, then they're going to build a 6th one as well.
Well, I know listeners are going to want to know. Do you know a price?
The price,
Yeah.
I guess,
to build one.
I guess the price like varies. It depends where it needs to go
Sure.
and the transportation cost and everything. But I would say roughly $500,000
Yeah. Yeah.
US. Yeah.
U.S. Yeah. That's what is that about 400,000 euro maybe?
450.
Yeah.
something like that.
Pretty cool. Well, cool. Yeah, thanks for joining us on Sauna Talk.
My
It's great to
pleasure.
hear the
My
story
pleasure.
of the golden egg, and welcome to Minneapolis.
Yeah, thank you.
Your boots, what do they remind you of, John?
Mucklucks?
Yeah.
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 Where'd you get those?
These ones are from Australia.
From Australia.
Yeah.
Wow. There's a guy up in the north, like close to Canada, in Minnesota. His name's Will Steger, and he has done all kinds of like these, the dog sled stuff
yeah.
way up into Alaska and all that, and so he's got these things called Stiegler mucklucks. And JP's, you got a pair, right?
I do. I'm done with them. I'm on this. I'm on the sandals.
Because I mean, first when I heard that we were coming here and I saw the temperatures, I was like, my God.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I haven't seen that kind of winter.
Estonia doesn't get that cold.
No, it gets. I mean, surprisingly, last night it was minus 17.
Wow. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It's the climate changing or what's
Right.
happening because. I mean, in Sweden, it's not that cold anymore.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But you'll get snow and then it'll melt.
Yeah, I mean, we had like, we didn't even had that much snow, but like we had like a week of decent snow and then it
Yeah.
went everything.
It's kind of a bummer, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we like to snowboard as well, and
Yeah.
it's like, I mean, the snow is coming down in weird places like in Egypt and stuff like that.
No, I know Las Vegas had
last
snow.
year or something.
Yeah, totally. Las Vegas had snow a few
Yeah.
days ago. Yeah, cool. Well, listen, I don't want to keep you guys. You
No
guys are
worries.
setting up the sauna.
Yeah.
Do you like to burn a specific type of wood?
Yeah, I mean birch, I would say, because if you use it like pine, the trees which has like sap,
Yeah.
I mean it builds up, clogs up the chimney,
Yeah.
and it might be dangerous as well because the sap kind of like
Yeah.
it stick to the pipe. I mean you can use basically whatever, but you need to clean the
Yeah.
chimney.
Yeah, the creosote.
But the oak is I wouldn't use the oak because oak burns really hot.
Yeah.
So and if you're I mean this thing is big here, the
Yes.
furnace.
Yeah, the fire box itself.
Yeah, but if you have like a furnace, wood heated furnace,
Mhm.
and you use like oak, so then the metal gets hot,
Yeah.
and when you scoop water over it, then it cools it down.
Yeah.
And if you do it like
Yeah.
continuous times, then it's gonna burn down the furnace.
Yeah, the cracking,
Yeah.
too much stress on the metal.
Yeah, exactly. Because my niece, she has a floating sauna.
Mhm.
In Estonia, there's like
Yeah.
a vessel, like a flat vessel. There's like a house on it, and there's like a furnace in it.
Yeah,
And I mean, she's using the sauna basically every day.
yeah.
The summer, what we have like 3 months.
Sure.
And basically every second year she's buying a new furnace.
We should send her a Kuma.
Is it? How does it break?
The metal.
Does it crack?
I mean, it's just it gets. I mean, it's just the stress. I mean, when you heat it up, then the metal expands, and when it's scooping over water, then it like shrinks, and after it's basically thrusts through.
It rusts through.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, she's not throwing seawater on there.
No. I mean, it's on the river.
Oh yeah, it's fresh water. Yeah, that's like
That's-
101.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
you know 101 meaning like like that's an American thing. Like when you go to college and you take
One-on-one course.
it's a 101
Yeah,
course,
of
meaning
course,
like
yeah,
that's
yeah.
like 101,
It's the
the
basic-
introduction
the
of
basic,
sauna.
yeah.
Don't throw salt water on the
Yeah.
You want somebody at the Hewing the other day put pool water
yeah,
in the bucket.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not even 101.
yeah, that's 0.05.
0.05.
And also the water should be warm or hot.
That's an interesting thing too.
Because
Yeah,
if you have like the stones are really hot,
Yes.
and then you throw like
Ice cold
water, then the stones are gonna crack.
yeah. Well, that's right. Too much contrast of temperature.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also if you're using lukewarm water, well, the steam is more robust. or
Yeah, and then
intense.
you don't cool down the stones that much.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
you can have longer like sauna experience.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, how long do you think it's going to take to warm it up?
I don't know. With that temperature,
3 hours?
the outside temperature, I would say maybe 2 hours, 3 hours.
Yeah.
Who am I sitting here with?
I'm Ronan.
Ronan, and what's your home country?
I'm from Paris.
Yeah, Paris.
Yes.
Yeah, quel arrondissement?
I've been living everywhere
Yeah.
because they're young and the young people they move all the time.
Yeah.
It's quite unstable
And how did you get hooked up with the Golden Egg Sauna project?
because I'm working for Hangman, the company who has been building the egg.
Yeah, cool.
So we travel around with the egg.
Nice.
So already went to
That's the 1 o'clock whistle. What is it, the first
It's-
Wednesday
It's
of...
the first firing up of the egg.
Yeah.
We contacted
We
the
arranged
city
that.
and, Minneapolis is very supportive of sauna society, so it's for you guys.
Yeah. So on that note, we fire the sauna up. That's a Minneapolis tradition.
That's the sign.
Yeah. And so then the company, you two guys kind of remind me of in the Stanley Cup. You know, like all the Swedes when they win the Stanley Cup, every player gets the Stanley Cup for 24 hours.
All right.
So you guys are, and when they travel with the Stanley Cup, they have a guide, like a watcher of the cup, and he's employed by the National Hockey League, and he wears a suit.
Yeah.
So you guys are like that.
Yeah, but,
You guys are
ambassadors.
the keeper of the egg.
Yeah, you can.
in the shadow.
In the
In the shadow. We want to stay in the shadow.
yeah, that's a good way to roll. What you're saying about in Stockholm, there's a lot of saunas and flats and apartments and stuff.
It's like every community, you have like apartment building. So there's like a communal like sauna, and like every basically community has like a sauna. So and you can book a time and then you
Yeah.
can go have sauna. But most of because electric furnace is really convenient. So it's like really popular, and we call them Finnish saunas.
Mm-hmm.
And in Estonia also like all the apartments. If you're more like, I mean it's like more like a middle class thing right now.
Yeah.
Back in the days, it was more like higher class.
Oh
Like
yeah.
if you had like a sauna in your apartment,
Right.
it's
You're living large. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But-
every swimming pool has got nearly, like for the men changing room, there are like 2 saunas. One is very hot, and the other one is a little bit mild, and the kids can come in. I mean, it's very. It's common.
Yeah, it's common. That's the word. It's not here.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we're, you know,
You gonna change
JP.
that?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're changing
We're
it
working on
to
it.
the authentic, like, you know, and I keep banging that, you know, that stick, you know, banging that where, you know, there is. What do you guys think about this infrared? Have you heard about infrared?
Yeah, I've been there. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it works. I guess it has some like different qualities, or it's a different type of sound.
Characteristics.
They're different characteristics. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you still recording?
It can be. I don't. Yeah.
That's it?
We'll see where it goes. Why?
Yes or no?
Yeah, if the
On
red
record or
light's
off
on.
record? I want to know. For the
Oh, we are still recording, but I may not do anything.
You never can trust the off record.
I know.
I'm not a politician, but
Especially with
you
this
know it's
guy.
gonna come out.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we like to. JP and I are big on wood burning. You know, like that's what I love about this project here. You know, there's something about the wood.
Yeah, I mean, live wood is a different thing.
Yeah.
Have you tried smoke sauna?
Yeah. Well, no, I've been in one that wasn't lit yet. But that's a big deal, isn't it?
Yeah, that was a big deal in Estonia as well.
Yeah. Well, the one you described that your father built is somewhat along those lines, where the mass of rock, you say you could, was that in the league of a smoke sauna?
No, that was just, that was his kind of like a first trial how to make sauna or to see how everything works, but he succeeded quite well. So.
Yeah, man, that's good. So who else is here? Are those other guys?
We were here to build it up, and Bigert and Bergström, they should be here also.
Yeah.
I'm meeting with you guys at 1, right, to talk about the
Yeah.
operations.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm glad I'm at my meeting
It's
and
very
not
complicated.
missing it.
Oh, right.
Extremely complicated.
Extremely.
Well, I'll let you guys do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And where are those other guys? The Bigert and Bergström.
Bigert and Bergström.
Did you ski here or what, man?
I'm gonna ski
They are
next.
probably totally jet lagged in their hotel room.
No, they actually came from New York.
Oh,
So
right.
they should be fine. They are alright yesterday. So.
So
Yeah.
how does it work? They have they're artists, but they have the idea, and
Yeah.
then they contract with people to do with your
But
company.
they
to
work.
do the work?
They work basically on ecologic issues.
Mhm.
But so they have been traveling around the world, maybe
Uh-huh.
to Bangladesh. So their work is very often related, or probably you know that better than me. But it's related to climate change and
Uh-huh.
what this big issue we're
I mean,
facing
as
right now.
I understand, the egg idea came up was like 2008. I mean, they're gonna know better what time was it, but I guess it was like, if I remember correctly, it was like 2008. There was Expo,
Uh-huh.
the World Expo or something like that, and then they had like 3 eggs and on that expo, and every egg had like a different environment in it. And then Riksbyggen, the building company in Kiruna, they hired a company called Furniture.
Mhm.
Furniture, yeah.
Furnitures.
Furniture.
Okay.
There's so it's as I understand it's like a promoting company,
Mm-hmm.
and then their thing was to promote Riksbyggen, and then they found Bigert and Bergström. That egg idea, they liked really the egg idea, and then
Everyone's here.
then we
Hey.
when we built it up.
Found
Build it
them.
up.
We
So-
found them. We were waiting for everyone. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going, where are they?
Bloody hell.
Bloody hell, I emailed you too. Where are you?
We were called right away.
This is
Yeah, good.
not a good place to hide.
Yeah.
That was a good hiding spot. We had no idea.
Well, welcome to Minneapolis. When do you guys take? Are you here for the
Thanks
It's everything
duration,
went good.
or
I hope it works.
how long are you here for?
I'm leaving tomorrow.
Tomorrow, and yourself?
And I'm leaving on Saturday.
On Saturday. Well, cool. Well, welcome to town, and
Thanks a lot.
we appreciate the work you're doing here with the Golden Egg.
Our pleasure.
Cool.